in the style of collaborative vocab.
What's up, class? Today, I would like to talk to you about the Frayer model, but not just any type of Frayer model. The collaborative approach to the Frayer model, which is really helpful for students of all levels because it allows you to do the best thing ever, collaborate. More specifically, how we use the Frayer model to collaborate in class in regards to vocab words, especially more difficult ones. So before I talk about the amazing Frayer model, let's get into a little bit of history about Dorothy Freyr. What's that? She's behind me? Oh my gosh, she is.
Having graduated with her bachelor's and master's degrees from Michigan State University and a PhD in educational psychology from the University of Wisconsin, Dorothy's passion was educational psychology. She is credited with, of course, developing the Frayer model, a widely used tool to build student vocabulary. She co-authored 3 books and published numerous papers and articles. She was awesome.
So now that we know where it came from, let's talk about how to use it and what it does in a collaborative setting for vocab words. First, you're gonna need a piece of paper, like this. Next, you're gonna need a really cool marker, or several different colors so you can work as a group together. Don't try to hog all the colors, because then you'll end up alone like me. Next, you'll want to draw the Frayer model diagram, like that, but probably better. And now we will pick a word to work together on to define. Let's go with moist. Here's what it looks like on the chart. Now, as you can see here, we have filled the 4 boxes with 4 different vocab items to help define the word, i.e. the definition. It could be slightly wet, damp, humid, or the characteristics. Feels uncomfortable, likely when someone says it, or spongy with some water. You also have the examples, which would be like a moist towelette, moist cake, or a moist sponge, or non-examples, a dry sponge, stiff sponge, or being parched when your mouth is not moist. Now that you're done with that, you can collab with other groups and compare and contrast how you defined the word moist. And no, it has nothing to do with looking at a mirror with a peer and reflecting on each other.
But then what happens, teacher?
Why, thank you for asking, clearly not me pretending to be a student. Then you do what's called a collaborative revision, which means each group member should revise or add something to the list in each of the boxes to further your mutual understanding. Make sure to put a star next to the revisions so you can discuss them later, or write their initials on it so you can get revenge on them later. To really drive the point home, you'll then do a collaborative summarization, which basically means just to write a short summary about the word. Make sure everybody uses his or her own color so you can differentiate between who wrote what. Finally, you can extend their learning by having them do what's called a gallery walk, where you post all the Frayer models on the walls and have them walk by and post sticky notes with feedback on them. With this, I would suggest that you try to leave as much positive feedback as you can. If you need to leave other feedback, make sure it's constructive and that you give specific feedback on what can change. And when leaving constructive feedback, make sure to wrap them in what I call a customer service hug. Means you don't physically hug them, but you hug them with your words and kindness. But yeah, that was my presentation on the Frayer collaborative model for vocab. I am Eric Whitaker. And if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe and like down below. Hit the bell for notifications and you'll get updated whenever I post a video.
Peace out.